Hi everyone. Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about how we can draw a Lewis structure from our elements based on the Bohr's model as well as our periodic table and the information the table tells us. So if you remember, the Bohr's model shows all of the electrons within the atom and how many electrons there are for each orbital or shell. And so each shell, you start from the inside and you work your way out. So the first can hold 2, the second can hold up to 8, and then after that, you move on to the third shell, which is 18. Now, what we do for the Lewis structure is we look at the electrons that are available for bonding. These are the electrons in the outermost orbital. They're the ones that we call valence electrons. So when we do the Lewis structure of our model, and I'm just going to write down below Lewis structure. Okay, you start with the symbol. So in this case, fluorine symbol is F. And you put the electrons in the outer orbital around the symbol. So fluorine has 9 total electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But of those 9 electrons, only 7 are valence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to put these valence electrons around our symbols, and we're going to put them in order around like the quarters of a clock. Okay, so we start with the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have to double up. 5, 6, and 7. Okay. Now, here's the interesting thing. Remember, I keep saying your periodic table is a giant cheat sheet. Okay. Fluorine belongs in group 17 or 7A. That group number tells you how many valence electrons there are. So fluorine belongs in group 7, so it has 7 valence electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, so nitrogen, the Lewis structure for nitrogen. Draw my symbol, nitrogen. And again, I'm looking at the valence electrons. Nitrogen as a whole has 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But of those 7 total electrons, only 5 are valence. They're the outer ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's these 5 outer electrons that we're going to use for our Lewis structure. So I'm going to put them around my symbol. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to have to double up on the last one, 5. So if I look at my periodic table, again, it's a cheat sheet. Nitrogen belongs to group 15 or 5A. So that means it has 5 valence electrons, 5 electrons in the outer orbital. And I see that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you're going to do sodium. Okay. And you can either count the electrons in the outer orbital, or if you remember again, you can look at your periodic table and you can think about what number the valence electrons are going to be for sodium. Okay, I hope this helps. And if you need help, go back and rewatch the videos again.